Superman. What if Clark Kent was born and raised in the ghetto? Superman.
Clark, Lois, this mad scientist talking shit again, talking about blowing up New York and shit. I need y'all to go do a little investigation, see if this nigga is serious.
Yes, Mr. White.
Chief, I don't need Clark. I can handle this shit on my own.
Well, I don't know.
Thanks, Chief.
But Lois, shit, why that bitch don't ever listen to me?
The relationship between Lois and Clark is the usual relationship between a man and a woman in the ghetto. Lois wears the pants, and Clark is a punk. But will Lois regret leaving Clark behind as she investigates the evil, mad scientist?
The hour has come. Get away from me.
White woman! Ah!
What?
Lois Lane can't begin to comprehend the danger she's in, but she is one naive bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, baby, give me some of that.
During Superman's quest for peace, he has to battle evil scum like the KKK. And Barack Obama.
What the fuck?
I would cock.
Somebody call my mama and tell her I'm hurt.
Being the greatest superhero the world has ever seen, he fears nothing. But being from the ghetto, he just received some horrible news from Lois Lane.
Mr. White, I got Lois pregnant.
DC Comics brings to you a brand new adventure. Ghetto Superman.
In select theaters, July 2019.
Lois done left me and took the baby with her. God damn, what the fuck? Do she know who the fuck I am? I'm Superman, god damn it. Lois, come back! I'm sorry. Lois! Bitch, where are you? Lois!
Looks like 6-7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Hold on just a moment. We got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Tell me what you said to the Iraqi leadership and how far you're willing to push them.
On the security front, I think there's a general consensus that we've made major progress, that the surge has worked. That's been a major success.
2/3 of Americans say it's not worth fighting.
So?
2/3 of Americans say it's not worth fighting.
So?
So? You don't care what the American people think?
No, I think you cannot be blown off course by the fluctuations in the public opinion poll.
2/3 of Americans say it's not worth fighting.
So?
Big Brother is watching. There's a nationwide push to start tracking where children are during school hours. They would basically be microchipped, kind of like a pet.
But parents we spoke with are outraged about what this could mean for our future. You may use it to get into secured buildings. And it's already embedded into most of your credit cards, being scanned every time you swipe. The technology is known as Radio Frequency Identification System, and it's soon going to be used at some schools across the country to track students' whereabouts.
Excuse me? They want to microchip my children?
The Pakistani police arrested an ISIS commander, Yusuf al-Salafi, and sources told Pakistan's Express Tribune that the commander confessed to receiving funds routed through the United States to recruit young people to fight in Syria. That the commander confessed to receiving funds routed through the United States to recruit young people to fight in Syria.
But the fall of Ramadi has galvanized the Iraqi government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces. We're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
That's a good one. There is a secret society that we know. There are many secret societies that we know. There are secret societies in the music business that we know. The higher you get up, the more homosexual it gets. That we know.
Fact, the door is open.
Yo, listen, no, this is not a strike at homosexuality. I'm just saying, the higher you get up, further them doors are, open up the rooms, the funnier the shit that's going on in the rooms.
Y'all fucking each other up there?
Excuse me?
Y'all fucking each other up there?
There's a lot of shit going on, man. Like, I mean, let's keep it real. Like, I'm not into bashing no set of people. One of my favorite uncles was a homosexual. You know what I mean? May rest in peace. He's one of my favorite uncles. So it's not about that. I'm just calling it the way I see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in the music industry, you have, look at the trends, right? If you follow what's going on in the trends, rappers have adapted homosexual fashion. The way certain rappers dress, the way the gays dressed years ago. It is what it is. This is a fact. You can't dispute fact.
Successful rappers or rap as it is now?
I'm just the culture, just rap. It's not just whether they're successful or up and coming.
But you were saying if you got higher, it got...
I'm not talking about even rappers. I'm talking about the people in control. The higher you up, the executives and people pushing buttons, behind buttons. Do I think that they playing with boys? Yes. Do I think that they playing with boys? Yes. Some of them, not all of them. I can't say exactly who, but I hear stories. You hear stories too. You've probably been in this business longer than me.
A lot of us in the industry, we hit this brick wall where we get executives that try to sleep with us for us to move forward in the industry.
Also in the Choke No Joke interview, he spoke about Funkmaster Flex and exposed him for having to perform homosexual acts to get the success he has had.
Flex, we know what y'all doing. I know what you did to get where you at, Flex. You can't get mad at me because I didn't succumb to that shit, my nigga. Yo, dog, I'm sorry you had to do what you had to do to advance in the industry. But I'm not here to get my asshole blown out. I'm not here to take it in the mouth. I'm trying to be a man. Let me be a man and be successful.
We now know, Jake, what the United States Supreme Court has decided on this very historic day.
That's right, Wolf. It appears as though in a landmark decision, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that states cannot ban same-sex marriages. Let's go to Pamela Brown at the court itself for more on this landmark. Pamela.
A historic day here at the Supreme Court, Jake. You can probably hear gay rights advocates to my right cheering by this decision authored by Justice Kennedy, saying that the right to marriage is a fundamental right and gays and lesbians cannot be excluded from that right. In this broad ruling by Justice Kennedy, he says the right to marry is a fundamental right and same-sex couples may not be deprived of liberty or that right to marriage. So again, ruling today that same-sex marriage is a nationwide constitutional right. This is one of the greatest civil rights issues of our time, and this is what gay rights advocates have been hoping for decades, that they can get married no matter what state they live in. And today, that is what has happened here at the Supreme Court with this ruling.
It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning Central Time. And we now have President-elect Donald Trump. Donald Trump is no angel, and neither am I. But Donald Trump's will is that you be prosperous and that you be successful. Donald Trump is not satanic. Donald Trump is not satanic.
During a photo op in the White House dining room, President Trump made this puzzling comment.
You guys know what this represents? Well, maybe it's the comedy for the storm. What's the storming? Could be comedy for the storm.
And now the president was asked again what he meant by calm before the storm, and what he meant by calm before the storm, and he responded, "You'll find out."
So there was a lot of, as always, truths and half-truths concerning this shit. But this is some major demonic shit that just happened to these people. So over the next number of weeks, y'all gonna see these motherfuckers go crazy. These motherfuckers. Yeah, these niggas are fucked. And now you have these niggas who are witnessing these people being murdered, and they making money off this shit. Who's the real motherfucking fearmongers?
The fighting has begun. If you guys are getting reports on the outside about fighting going on in Houston, let me tell you why. I'm getting reports in from black neighborhoods that the rescue workers are passing them up. And not just passing them up, racial slurs are being heralded at us, and it is getting really, really ugly. So if you want to know what's happening on the inside, I'm telling you, we just ran into this racist problem. Pay attention to who they are rescuing, who's in those boats, because we're getting ourselves out. It's becoming an inside job that we're getting ourselves out, y'all. So just in case you wanted to know, some people are saying that Lakewood Church is open now. He gets no kudos for that shit from me. None. That your ass has to be shamed into it. So when were you lying, before or after? But I'm going to leave that alone.
Once the Civil War kicks off, it will turn racial. It always does. In the Rwandan context, it was black tribe versus black tribe, but between them, it was racial. Hutus versus Tutsis. And even if you were a good-hearted Tutsi that lived with all your Hutu neighbors, or the vice versa, or if you were in Bosnia and you were a Serb living among your Croat friends, or you were a Bosniak Muslim living with your Serbian friends, once this civil war kicks off, your skin or your religion in Bosnia became your ID badge. It didn't matter if you had lots of friends.
It becomes the uniform because we've had people that whose girlfriends were Hillary supporters, and they literally made their husbands or boyfriends leave InfoWars to do it, and then they would go through Stockholm Syndrome where the males would then decide it was true and then begin making stuff up in their head.
Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome is very true, and it explains how women can become Islamists also. You know, it's like, my husband's not beating me anymore. I love the guy. But what's going to happen is once this civil war kicks off, so much of our infrastructure, our critical infrastructure nodes run through our cities. In my novel, Foreign Enemies and Traitors, where the New Madrid earthquake disrupts the Tennessee.
No, you just said it. It's just like Puerto Rico with the Democrats controlling the infrastructure and the trucks. They will hold off the aid and will hijack the power to hold the countrysides and other areas hostage.
Right. How many died directly from the hurricane? Not many. What's the big threat? The big threat is that the electronic dome has collapsed. You know, the electrical infrastructure life support dome has collapsed in Puerto Rico. The wind didn't kill many people. In the same way, in a civil war in the United States, bullets aren't going to kill that many people. But what's going to happen is people will start shooting at transformers. If I don't have electricity, why should the enemies across the river have electricity?
Gaga, we can't get, you know, the frequency's weird and, you know, it's sounding a little bit strange. And I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, you know, I get a little bit mad.
Across this great nation, almost everyone has been affected in one way or another. Mrs. Williams, I understand your husband is missing.
Yes,
Do you think he's dead?
Well,
Will you miss him? Will you marry again? What if he's laying in a ditch somewhere, like with both his legs calling your name? You will have to find another man, you know. You're no spring chicken.
Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. And I want to come to y'all with this video, man. This latest video is actually going to be an update to my live stream and all that I did a couple of days ago. How the FBI has literally just labeled black people, you know what I'm saying, as black identity extremists. The reason why they're doing it because our people are waking up. The reason why they're doing it because our people are waking up.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No secret is revealed. No secret is revealed. Secret is revealed.
What the fuck did I do to make you motherfuckers hate me? Just like Bruce Banner, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Niggas play tough, then the Lord starts cussing. The player takes a step and the demons start running. The priest, the minister, elect of the gods, destroyer of the beast, and I'm married to the mob. 144, nigga, ordained killer. The director, call me George Miller. You niggas got played, now you motherfuckers bitter. My posse's getting big and my posse's getting bigger. The Ancient of Days, he is my creator. Yes, I am righteous, but call me Darth Vader. You can call me Lord, cause I am your maker. Yes, I created you, now I must destroy ya. Now I must remind you, because you don't remember. I'm cold in the summer, hot in the winter. You be the loser, I be the winner. I am a god, you are a sinner. Yes, I'm the player, motherfucking player lord. Forgiven for my sins, now I'm working on yours. Niggas wanna hate because I am adored. Not by the world, but adored by the Lord. Jesus Yeshua, the Lord of all lords. Run, nigga, run, he's the Lord of war. I am unleashed, I will not stop, bitch, I will not cease. Did you believe that the gods will forever sleep? You really thought that the gods was weak? Did you believe that your ass was deceiving me? I'm leaving you, bitch, you thought that you was leaving me? I am your leader and I'm crowned, motherfucker. I am your god, bow down, motherfucker. I am that nigga born and raised in Indiana. I'm from the heavens, no, I don't come from Africa. You think you tough, bitch, but why am I scaring you? As I rise, it's the fall of America. I am that nigga born and raised in Indiana. I'm from the heavens, no, I don't come from Africa. You think you tough, bitch, but why am I scaring you? As I rise, it's the fall of America. Yes, I'm the player and I'm done playing games. Check out my stilo, leader of the people. I don't deal with metaphors, motherfucker. That's right, I'm the Lord, motherfucker. from Indiana, but I'm really from the heavens. And I be damned if I bow to you devils. And I can't wait to see the looks on your faces when you stand before the Lord and you find out who I really am. Not an American, a motherfucking Hebrew. Tribe of Judah. You can't see me, but I see you. It doesn't matter if you Edomite or family. If you rejected Christ, time to pay the price. No love and no mercy. I warned you, motherfucker. I said the Lord is coming, so nigga get to running. Call it Jacob's trouble, you can call it what you want. Call it a delusion, but your ass is fucked. I call it how I see it, and your ass is damned. The Lord's coming, and he's coming for your ass. But how can he be coming, and he's already here? The Lord's omnipresent, that's the reason that you fear. Deep down inside, you know your time's up. You niggas fucked up, now the gods rise up. The black man falls while the Hebrew rise. America destroyed, and the white man dies. I am the Lord of all players. I'm going home, but I will see you later. It's the return of the God, motherfucker. Please forgive me, I'm too hard, motherfucker. Thus saith the Lord, I am the Lord. No, it's not blasphemy 144. Time to find out what the Lord has in store. The sorrow and the death and the pain no more.
Sorry for the lecture, my dear, but it was necessary.